You're smiling, huh? Peed on my bed, now you're What's up, guys? This is the little bro right here, and we're about to it's been a minute since I last vlogged, I think San Diego, but it's time for us to go adventure real quick before we head over to our other brother in Virginia. So today's mission is, what was it?
To go to NASA?
Head over to NASA Visitor Center, and then we'll talk about that a little bit more on how everything works, and then try to get some Korean barbecue in our stomach. When we'll come back, hit leg day with the girls, and then I don't know what's gonna happen after later tonight. But yeah, that's the plan so far. Shoot. Alright guys, so we made it. So we're here, NASA. Let's go. Sorry, so what is this place?
The Space Vehicle Mock-up Facility shows where the astronauts train before heading up to the actual space station. These right here are mock-ups of the International Space Station. Right here.
Nice.
They're just
touch it? Yeah, you got it? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Touch the station, man. This video is sponsored by Goodyear. All the astronauts. Alright guys, so we just came back from NASA. Yeah, this guy's gonna become an astronaut now. Nah, but we'll talk about it more later in detail of how you should go about it and everything like that. But it's time to eat, bro. Korean barbecue. Have to give this guy his first Korean barbecue experience before he heads over to Virginia and is on a strict stay in the house policy. So we're in Houston right now, we're just cruising. Yeah, brother day. And then tomorrow we'll see what happens, or tonight we'll see what happens. Good? Yeah, you ready? Yes, sir. Alright, let's go. What's up guys, so it's been 2 months since me and my brother went to visit the NASA Johnson Space Center, Houston, Texas. I think that should be okay. Address will be right here. And yeah, I just want to share with you guys things I wish I knew before going, because this trip was definitely unplanned, unorganized. We were just on a whim, My brother, let me just set the stage real quick. My brother just came from the islands to the mainland the night before, and we only had 1 day to spend, 1 full day, 2 full days to spend together, and I decided the next day we would go to NASA. I've never been. Growing up, I've always watched TV and movies and everybody being like, Houston, we got a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
And talking about astronauts and all that cool stuff. So I was like, oh, it'd be pretty cool if me and my brother went there together for the first time, shared this brother experience. We haven't seen each other in like 4 years, so. Alright, so I'm gonna just go quickly with things I recommend you guys do, things I would have done differently, things I wish I knew before going. So the first thing I definitely recommend you guys do is download the app. NASA app, download that. Get it, because you're gonna do a lot of things with that app. Number 2, budget. I personally love to know how much I love to know in advance how much I should expect to spend and stuff like that. So here's the admission cost as of 2022, and you never know. You never know. Inflation, you never know. Things you would be spending money on in there is VR experience. I forgot how much that costs, like probably $5 to $20 per person. They also got food court in there, so you don't have to worry about food, being hungry throughout your experience. So gift shops, you expect gift shops, right? Pictures, so at the beginning you see us, like a lady there telling you to pose and stuff like that. She's gonna take your guys' picture, and then you guys can go inside and purchase that picture, like a green screen background. You can change your background and pick. We didn't buy it, of course, because it was hella expensive, but I took a quick snapshot, which you're not supposed to do, which I didn't know, so don't judge me. They got arcade, so if you're bringing kids, they got arcades in there, so keep them busy. So if you actually want to fully experience the place, I recommend carving out at least 2, but honestly I recommend 3 to 4 hours of your time, especially if you have kids. Maybe even 5 hours, no, 3 to 4 hours. Yeah, just carve that amount of time out if you have kids, so you can fully go around and experience the games, the arcades, the virtual reality, the trams, which we'll get into. So yeah, definitely expect to spend about that. Number 4, so your app comes in handy because not only can you pay your tickets on there, you can go there and pay for it in person, but definitely recommend paying it in advance. So your tickets, you can pay it on there, and they also got like VIP options that you could purchase and stuff like that. And which brings us to the tram system. So they got the tram tour guides and stuff. So you got 3 different colors. They got red, white, and blue, and the white one I think is the most popular one. It's like the full experience thing, and you gotta book it like a day in advance. I'm not sure if you gotta pay for it or not, but I know that you gotta book it way ahead of time because that line is long. Blue and red though, I think you can just jump on there because you gotta reserve your spot in advance. So get the app, reserve your spots. Yeah, you're good to go. The tram though, the thing I did not know is you should expect to spend about 45, at least 45 to about 2 hours depending on which tram you take. We jumped on, we think at the most we're gonna spend half an hour on there, and we were hungry. We ended up spending about 45 to like an hour 15. I can't remember. We were so hungry, we were delusional. Nah, but yeah, expect to spend that much time on the tram alone. So yeah. Number 5, this is like something I wish I knew and I wish I planned in advance. Know when to go. Know when to go to NASA. Do not go in the summer. I do not recommend going in the summer. 1, it's hot as hell. This is Houston, this is Texas. It's hot as hell. The day we went, I remember it was like 102 degrees or something outside, and we were on the tram and we were wearing black, like thick shirts, and we were feeling it. We were sweating. Yeah, so don't go in the summer. I don't recommend, because that's also when summer's out. All the kids traveling, all the families traveling over there just to experience it with you. It's crowded. So I definitely recommend going in the fall or the spring when it's like cooler but not too cold. So definitely time it if you're like us and you're weather sensitive and you're not a big fan of big crowds, right? It's always gonna be crowded, but summertime is extra crowded. Other than that, the last thing I would recommend you guys do is they got a really cool Korean barbecue spot like right next door, right? Like 3-minute drive away from space station. So definitely go check them out. Jin's Customer service was great. Lunchtime, just go ham, bro. That's about all I have. Back to the rest of the day, we went and hit the gym, played some bowling. I just had a lot of good time together in one day. So thanks y'all for watching the video. Deuces. Shoots, bada.